You know, coming to Japan is a big move, and you have enough major problems without stressing about things in your normal life. So after a little while, I sort of realized that there's a certain way that you can make social interactions go more smoothly. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. You know, my mum and my family will tell you, if I'm anything, I'm a smart ass. And I always can't wait to prove to everyone just how smart I am. And being a smart ass comes across as what could be politely described as socially abrasive. And I realized I'm socially abrasive. My thinking was that if I'd bothered to learn all of this Japanese, that I should be eager to prove how much I know. Even when I don't know, relatively that much, still I want to use it to the best of my abilities. Japan is a place of humbleness, even if it is performative humbleness. People still strive to be that here to maintain a polite face. So when I would answer questions about can you speak Japanese, I would go try hard mode to show just how much I can. Probably came across it as kind of arrogant. I think when you're living and working in a different language gives you more opportunities to do some self-assessment. There's this meme of, be the foreigner that Japanese people think you are, based on characters like Guile or Senator Armstrong. And I took inspiration from that. And that's when I started Leon Kennedy's Tactical Himbo Deployment Ops. Well, he's not a himbo. He's actually very, very capable. But that's kind of my point. If he was continually bragging about how great he is, would we really like him as much as we do? The reason why I like Leon so much is because of all his cheesy one-liners. And that's what's missing from the remake. His personality that undercuts his capability. There's not a single time I can hear the "your right hand comes off" without laughing. And so I went from, when asked, do you speak Japanese, trying to cram every bit of new grammar that I'd learned into the conversation, just to saying nantonaku. And it always gets a laugh out of people. In Japan, there's so many know-nothing, know-it-all foreigners, especially in education, who think that they can come here and change everything with their amazing knowledge. It's not about being a wallflower. It's just about being humble and not taking yourself too seriously. That way you come across way less intense. I've talked before about how, sticking to English makes people more socially loose with you, because I think they feel more comfortable speaking to you if, they're not being judged because you're comparing them or they're comparing themselves to your level. I don't even let people on or tell people that I know Japanese anymore. I just let them find out naturally and just assume that I know nothing. It's not just about being humble, but it's also about not overselling yourself. I used to work in facilities and we'd have customers with bookings. And I remember one time my old boss, he said to me like, oh, you know, you gotta stop mugging our customers off with like emails. I'd like point out every mistake that they made, not like grammar, but where they were like disputing bookings. You know, I would go back with a fine-tooth comb and prove them wrong, and I just had this obsessive need to be right all the time. I'm sure you didn't just tag along so we could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout campfire. Where did everyone go? Bingo?